Sawadee Kap. Welcome, friends, Romans, countrymen. Chapter 4, System Reset. Yes, let's hit the reset button. Push the big red button. They tell you not to push the big red button. You need to push the big red button. Being unreasonable and unambiguous. Yeah, now he's speaking my language. Now Timmy is onto something. Let's be unreasonable and unambiguous. Would you tell me, please, which way I ought to go from here? That depends a good deal on where you want to go, said the cat. Alice in Wonderland, cool. I don't much care where, said Alice. Then it doesn't matter which way you go, said the cat. Lewis Carroll, Alice in Wonderland. There you go, yeah. So if you have no idea where you want to go, well, it doesn't matter what direction you take, because you want to go nowhere, you're going to get nowhere. Wherever you wind up, you'll wind up someplace. And if you're okay with that, like I said yesterday, cool. The reasonable man adapts himself to the world. The unreasonable one persists in trying to adapt the world to himself. Told you I was going to like this chapter. Therefore, all progress depends on the unreasonable man. George Bernard Shaw, Maxims for Revolutionists. There you go. Spring 2005, Princeton, New Jersey. Go Jersey. Yeah. I had to bribe them. What other choice did I have? They formed a circle around me, and, while the names differed, the question was one and the same. What's the challenge? All eyes were on me. My lecture at Princeton University had just ended with excitement and enthusiasm. At the same time, I knew that most students would go out and promptly do the opposite of what I had preached. Most of them would be putting in 80-hour weeks as high-paid coffee fetchers unless I showed them the principles from class could actually be applied. Hence the challenge. I was offering a round-trip ticket anywhere in the world to anyone who could complete an undefined challenge in the most impressive fashion possible. Results plus style. I told them to meet me after class if interested, and here they were, nearly 20 out of 60 students. So right there, let's pause, shall we? And there's a helicopter hovering in the background now because I got hot in that 2.5 minutes of talking to you without the damn fan on. Sorry, I run hot. It is what it is. But right there, I wanted to say, how pathetic is it that 40 of the 60 didn't even show up for the challenge? Like, what the fuck is wrong with those 40 people that they're not even going to come for a possible free round-trip ticket anywhere in the world? I'd show up. Now, even now, here in Thailand, I'd show up because traveling is fucking awesome. Traveling expands your mind. It expands your horizons. It shows you what's possible. It's fun. It's cool. Yes. Traveling, yes. So some dude wants to give me a round-trip airfare ticket to any place in the world. I'm fucking showing up. So the 40 out of 60, shame on you. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're broken if you don't show up to this damn thing. So good on the 20, bad on the 40. I'm actually surprised in a learning institution where people are supposed to be, young and eager and all that, so more people wouldn't be down for that adventure. I'm disappointed in the students that didn't show up. Whatever. Enough, and get off my lawn. The task was designed to test their comfort zones while forcing them to use some of the tactics I teach. It was simplicity itself. Contact 3 seemingly impossible to reach people. J-Lo, Bill Clinton, J.D. Salinger. I don't care. And get it. Okay, so he was saying any 3 people that are seemingly impossible to reach, contact them. Get at least one reply to 3 questions. Of the 20 students, all frothing at the mouth to win a free spin across the globe, how many completed the challenge? Exactly. All right, who's my negative Nellies out there saying none? Well, you're right. Unfortunately, the human condition. 40 didn't even bother playing, and out of the 20 who played, none succeeded. Right? And yet he's been able to contact all these different people and write those books that we talked about yesterday, the Tools of Titans and Tribe of Mentors, which is nothing but exactly what he just talked about. So Somehow, some way, he was able to do it. And it doesn't matter how smart you are or how much money you have when you're reaching out to other people. I mean, it's just, he is on the same level playing field as these guys were. And out of 20, none. And really, out of 60, none, because 40 didn't even bother trying, which is more like real world. There's a real world example. So 40 didn't even step up to the plate, and 20 struck out. Exactly none, not a one. There were many excuses. It's not that easy to get someone to ... I have a big paper due. I would love to, but there's no way I can. There was but one real reason, however, repeated over and over again in different words. It was a difficult challenge. Perhaps impossible, and the other students would outdo them. Since all of them overestimated the competition, no one even showed up. Boom, boom, bang, boom, right? Don't be one of the 40. Don't not show up. Show up. And then when you're one of the 20, which has increased your odds of winning drastically, because now it's narrowed from 59 other competitors to 19, do the fucking job. So say you contact 3 people and none of them respond. Contact 3 more. Like, that's how I would, that's the first thing that came to my head. I would keep contacting difficult to reach people or impossible to reach people until I got an answer. And, Bill Clinton at the time, I guess, was former president. I mean, shit, even if you get a canned reply, it's a reply. I would submit that and say, does this count? But I get another 3 just in case it didn't count. Just keep trying. Reach out to fucking... is Louis Armstrong still alive? Probably not. I mean, just whatever. Just use your imagination. Come up with a list of 20, 40, 100, quote, impossible to reach people, and fire out emails, man. Just keep sending emails until you get an answer. How hard is that, man? Jesus Christ. So anyway, yeah. No one even showed up. So according to the rules I had said, if someone had sent me no more than an illegible 1-paragraph response, I would have been obligated to give them the prize. So there you go, the Bill Clinton one. Just a canned response on fucking State Department letterhead or whatever the hell you would have gotten from writing an ex-president. That would have won. That piece of crap, which I would consider an utter failure, a canned response, a pre-printed form, I'd say that's not meeting the rules. But he's like, yeah, if nobody gave him anything, that one would have reigned supreme. So there you go. Imagine that. Obligated to give them the prize. The result both fascinated and depressed me. Me too. I'm sad that 40 didn't try, and out of the 20, nobody really tried. Nobody stepped up. They showed up. Oh, I want the prize. I want to win the lottery. Well, what are you willing to do for it? Well, nothing. I'm busy. I got a paper. Dancing with the Stars is on. I really want to see who wins this week. Okay, fair enough. The following year, the outcome was quite different. All right, so he did it again. Good. I told the above cautionary tale, and 6 out of 17 finished the challenge in less than 48 hours. Was the second class better? No. In fact, there were more capable students in the first class, but they did nothing. Firepower up the wazoo and no trigger finger. There you go. And that's what it comes down to sometimes. Just, I never rode a motorcycle in America, and I got on one here and I just started fucking zooming around like I was an easy rider. It was fucking stupid, and I crashed and hurt my knee, right? But guess what? 2 weeks later, my knee is healed. It's like it never happened. And at least I fucking tried, right? I didn't sit on the sidelines and watch life go by like some fucking pussy. Oh, I can't. Well, turns out I can't. You're right. I can't ride a bike, but I fucking tried. Like, pull the trigger. The hell's wrong with you? Fucking grow some balls. Second group just embraced what I told them before they started, which was, doing the unrealistic is easier than doing the realistic. That's interesting. Okay. And let's go back a little bit. I told the above cautionary tale, and 6 of the 17 finished. I would think if the second group heard about the first group not doing it, then they'd say, well, shit, all I have to do is do it, right? Because that's what I said after I read. I said the canned response from my Clinton inquiry would win. So once I heard the story right away, I thought, like you should have thought, well, I could have won that. If I'm not playing against anybody, I'll win. So that's why 6 of the 17 of the second did it, I think. But he's saying it's because they embraced what I told them before they started. Doing the unrealistic is easier than doing the realistic. I'm interested in this. This is a different slant. And yes, I read this book, but I fucking forgot. It was a long time ago. From contacting billionaires to rubbing elbows with celebrities, the second group of students did both. It's as easy as believing it can be done. It's lonely at the top. 99% of the people in the world are convinced they are incapable of achieving great things, so they aim for the mediocre. Wow. The level of competition is thus fiercest for realistic goals, paradoxically making them the most time and energy consuming. It's easier to raise $1 million than it is 100,000. It's easier to pick up the one perfect 10 in the bar than 5 8s. Once again, not bragging, but personal experience. I met some very nice ladies out of my pay grade over the years, including my ex-wife. She looked like Barbara Eden from My Dream of Jeannie, and once again, look at me. I'm no fucking George Clooney, because I had the balls to ask them to dance, ask them if they want to drink, ask, hey, how are you? Hey, my name's Greg. Just simple. There was nothing slick about it. There was no technique. I didn't study YouTube videos because they didn't exist back then. I just had the balls to go up and talk to the pretty ladies. And they were lonely because none of the other guys had the balls to go talk to them. That sums up my entire career in California in the 80s. Having the balls to walk up and talk to them. If you are insecure, guess what? The rest of the world is too. Do not overestimate the competition and underestimate yourself. You are better than you think. There you go. I ended that yesterday with, you're good enough, you deserve it. That was the first time I think he's mentioned it in this book. So he's basically saying you deserve it also. You are better than you think. Don't underestimate yourself. Good stuff. Unreasonable and unrealistic goals are easier to achieve for yet another reason. Having an unusually large... Yeah, I still think farts are funny, right? So that's hysterical to me. Having an unusually large goal is an adrenaline infusion that provides the endurance to overcome the inevitable trials and tribulations that go along with any goal. Big enough why. You have a big enough why, you'll overcome fear, you'll overcome doubt, you'll overcome laziness because you want it bad enough. Big enough why. That's it right there. Realistic goals restricted to the average ambition level are uninspiring and will only fuel you to the first or second problem, at which point you throw in the towel. If the potential payoff is mediocre or average, so is your effort. Love me some Timmy. I'll run through walls to get a catamaran trip through the Greek islands. Me too. Abso-friggin-lutely. But I might not change my brand of cereal for a weekend trip through Columbus, Ohio. Duly noted. No, not dissing Ohio, just I'd rather be in Greece than in Columbus. I think you would too. If I choose the latter because it's realistic, I won't have the enthusiasm to jump even the smallest hurdle to accomplish it. Without beautiful, crystal clear Greek waters and delicious wine on the brain, I'm prepared to do battle for a dream that is worth dreaming. Even though their difficulty of achievement on a scale of 1 to 10 appears to be 10 for Greece and 2 for Columbus, Columbus is more likely to fall through because you really don't want it that bad. You don't really want to go to Ohio. That's not a dream, it's not a goal, it's not a why. Going to the Greek islands, oh my God. So Italy, Holland, Greece. Those are my big three. Before I discovered Thailand, those are my three favorite countries in the whole world. Greece is absolutely beautiful. You've seen all these paintings and postcards. It's that beautiful. The water is just gorgeous, and it's beautiful, bright color, and most of the buildings are white. I don't know why they did it, but it's white, and just the white buildings with the, with the water, and anywhere that you're, on near the sea and view of the sea view, it's breathtaking. If you have never been, put that on your bucket list. You won't be disappointed, and you won't be disappointed in Italy either, or Holland. People are extremely nice. The food is great. That's why they're my big three. And I chose Thailand because it's also awesome. But prior to discovering Thailand, Italy, Greece, and Holland. The fishing is best where the fewest go. And the collective insecurity of the world makes it easy for people to hit home runs while everyone else is aiming for base hits. There's just less competition for bigger goals. Imagine that. I never thought of it that way. I really didn't, but it's absolutely friggin' true. Doing the big things begins with asking for them properly. All right, so we'll leave off here. I'm sure I'm at 10 minutes, 15 minutes already. God damn, that I honestly don't know how it happens, guys, but I'm going to cut it here. 15 minutes is enough. Real quick, when you advertise on Facebook, if you look for a niche, you have much better results than if you just do a general search term. If you do Jacksonville real estate, there's a ton of people paying for those keywords, and you'll pay a lot per click. If you search sell my house Jacksonville or Mandarin, sell my house Mandarin, there's a lot less competition for sell my house Mandarin or sell my house Orange Park than there is sell my house Jacksonville or real estate Jacksonville. The broader the term, the more it costs, and the more people are you doing it, and the more competition you have. Exactly what he said today. Real world example, if you've ever done Google advertising or Facebook advertising, pay-per-click advertising, that's exactly what it is. You've got to find a small niche to get the most bang for your buck, and it's the same with goals. So brilliant. Once again, Tim A is the man. 17 minutes in, I gotta end it. Nobody has time for a 30-minute friggin' video, including me. Talk to you all later.